This past weekend in Tampa Bay, Florida, Bayley ended up becoming the winner of the 30 Women's Royal Rumble match, which therefore gives her a shot at any world champion she desires at Wrestlemania 40 in Philadelphia. And I've talked about this in the past, and I'll keep talking about this right now. Now, she has a choice between current Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, who I still believe that she will end up beating Nia Jax, or hopefully she's put in the Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia, down under. She wins that match and she heads on to WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley's going to make it to WrestleMania, in my opinion. There's still a slight possibility that match might be number one contenders match, with Ripley going against Nia Jax in a singles match and a 6-women Elimination Chamber match to determine the number one contender. That all depends on if Bayley does make her decision tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. She also has the chance to face off against the NXT Women's Champion. It wouldn't be the first time this would happen, but there is a slight doubt there because current champion is Lyra Valkyria. Roxanne Perez might end up winning the championship this upcoming weekend at Vengeance Day. We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Wait and find out. And of course, she has her running mate in Damage Control, the stable that she created. The current WWE Women's Champion, Io Sky, who against all odds appears as going to make it to WrestleMania. Still Women's Champion. All of this, in my opinion, and again, it's nothing against Io Sky and her talent, nothing. It's a matter of WrestleMania, it's a matter of business. If Charlotte Flair had not gotten injured, we would have either Flair or Bianca Belair as champion. The other one, whoever wasn't champion, that would have been the main title match at WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think. But again, injuries are starting to affect WrestleMania 40. So who does Bayley choose to face off against WrestleMania 40 for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania? Now, will she make her decision tonight? There's a possibility. I personally wouldn't be surprised if she stretches it out as much as possible. Number one, because starting Bayley against Damage Control this early, it's barely February 2nd, this early, it would be a little bit counterproductive for the storyline unless you're going to bring back Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks to help her out, but that then takes away the spotlight from Bayley, so I'm not too sure about that. But again, Bayley not making her decision on Monday Night Raw, not making her decision tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, that fits with her character, in my opinion. That fits with her mannerisms. And more importantly, I think WWE should stretch this out as much as humanly possible. As much as they can. Why wouldn't they? Again, 2 months of building Bayley and Io Sky as rivals, as villains, as mortal enemies on TV. That's a little bit too long. Especially since they've been teasing Bayley breaking away from Damage Control for a couple of months now. Ever since Asuka joined, ever since Kairi Sane returned. Dakota Kai is kind of playing moderator between everyone involved because of the language barrier, because there's obviously a very big connection between Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Asuka, and Bayley seems like the odd woman out. We saw it at the Rumble match itself, which, by the way, the Women's Rumble match, finally we get some cohesion, some not perfect booking, not by a long shot, but it did make sense. It did maintain the audience's attention, in my opinion, which is more than you can say for other women's matches in the past. Jade Cargill had an amazing showing. A lot of people think that she's going to go up against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. I think so too. It's just a matter of, well, I don't think Jade Cargill is ready for the main roster just yet. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of her on WWE. She's been training in the Performance Center, as far as I know. But to go up in a high-profile match at the Show of Shows against Bianca Belair and then come back, because once you face off against Bianca Belair, it is such a demotion to send her back down to NXT right away. So WWE has to make that choice. But as far as tonight is concerned, I'll be disappointed if Bayley makes her decision tonight. I'll be disappointed if Bayley chooses Io Sky. I will. Tonight. I think that they should stretch this out as much as possible. I think that's what they're going to do. I'll be surprised if they do end up making a decision. And, well, WWE can try something else. WWE can try Bayley choosing a champion, and then a few weeks down the line, a few months down the line, she might change her mind. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce would allow it. We'll just have to wait and see. But as far as tonight's concerned, as far as the in-ring promo where Bayley's going to choose her opponent at WrestleMania, I think, number one prediction, it won't happen. She won't choose anybody. She'll string them along. Something's going to happen that will prevent her from choosing her opponent. Second option, she chooses Io Sky, and we get a 2-month build between two rivals, two villains, just Bayley going up against the entire stable on her own. We'll just have to wait and see. So with that said, what are your thoughts? Do you think Bayley makes her decision tonight? Who do you think she chooses? Who do you think she should face off at WrestleMania 40 for which women's championship? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. In the meantime, tune in later on tonight to TNT for another episode of Rampage. Tune in later on tonight to Fox for another episode. We got Collision and Vengeance Day tomorrow, I believe. So again, wrestling all around. We gotta enjoy it. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.